For as long as we've been able to watch football, we have seen players have at least one prime year in their careers. Messi, on the other hand, had multiple. 2008-9, 2022-23, 2010-2011, 2011-2012, 2014-2015, and of course, many other seasons. There are many choices that you can point at as being Messi's greatest season ever, but there was one season in particular that had the potential to be his most important season ever, the 2018-19 season. After Heartbreak in the Champions League against Roma to one of the most memorable goals in the 2010s decade, then having to have a subpar World Cup campaign in Russia while getting eliminated in the round of 16 by France, despite having a return of 45 goals and 18 assists with a domestic double, was put as low as 5th in the Ballon d'Or rankings. It was quite clear that he had a point to prove to the world. Despite the Barcelona team getting progressively worse and worse season to season, Messi delivered a promise to the Catalonian faithful.
Con la espinita de la Champions, de la eliminación, por cómo fue más que nada. Así que hoy nosotros prometemos que este año vamos a hacer todo lo posible para que esa copa tan linda y tan deseada por todos vuelva a atacar otra vez en el Camp Nou.
A strong message was delivered, and if there was anyone who could talk and back it up with confidence, it was Messi. Messi started the season off pretty comfortably with a 2-1 win over Sevilla in the Spanish Super Cup, assisting both goals and lifting the trophy for the first time as the main captain after Iniesta's departure last season. His first proper season as official leader of FC Barcelona, alongside his vice-captains being Gerard Piqué, Sergio Busquets and Sergio Roberto. Barcelona also didn't really have a flashy transfer window that people expected, of course due to the signings of Coutinho and Dembele last season, and we all know how that ended up. Malcolm was signed for 40 million, Clement Lenglet came in for 35 million, Arthur signed for 31 million, and Arturo Vidal signed for 18 million, amongst the major signings at Barcelona that season. The squad was set, and all that was left was for Messi to start having fun. He started off the season with a brace versus Alaves, another brace and 2 assists against Huesca, and 3 more goal contributions in the next 3 matches to set his tally to 5 goals and 4 assists in the first 7 games, putting Barcelona at the top of the table tied on points with Real Madrid, and also winning the September Player of the Month award. And with Real Madrid on their necks in the league, the El Clasico looked to decide who was taking advantage in the league title race. And with Messi getting injured for that game, it would be a very big problem. Oh wait, they won 5-1. Well, that pretty much summed up La Liga for Barcelona as they continue to dominate throughout La Liga. And with Messi coming back from injury, he knew he had to lock in. In November to December alone, he scored 2 goals versus Betis, an assist versus Atleti, an assist against Villarreal, 2 free-kick goals and an assist against rivals Espanyol, a hat-trick and 2 assists against Levante, and ending the year off with a goal and assist against Celta Vigo. Halfway in the season already, he had 21 GA in the La Liga alone, and the league was pretty much a foregone conclusion. But if you're being really honest, we're all here for the Champions League, right? Barcelona were of course looking to win their first Champions League since 2015, and in every other iteration of the tournament since then, they've managed to get out in the quarterfinals. But they had every other right to think that they could win the Champions League, seeing that they were one of the strongest teams in the tournament that season, alongside of Juventus and Manchester City, as those teams were the ones built to win the Champions League in that year. Also, while looking for other people's predictions of the Champions League, I stumbled upon ESPN's predictions, and we need to find out who this woman is. Not because I want an Instagram, but genuinely, okay, maybe because I want an Instagram, but also because she predicted Bale to be the top goal scorer of the season. Oh, Bale out of everyone. But yes, back to it. Barcelona withdrew in Group B alongside Inter Milan, PSV Eindhoven and Tottenham Hotspurs. A very difficult group that most people would say, but I don't think it would have been a problem for Barcelona, as even in the first game, they went in and won 4-0 against PSV Eindhoven, with Messi scoring a hat-trick and scoring a beautiful free kick in that game alone. But it didn't stop there. Of course, in their second game, they went to London, Messi returning to Wembley for the first time since 2011, and they made sure to leave with something as they left with the 3 points with a 4-2 win, with Messi scoring a brace and being one of the best performances I've watched for Messi ever, and it was evident. Even the pundits were accepting that Messi might even be the greatest player of all time. Messi then, of course, went on to miss 2 games against Inter Milan, seeing that he got injured around that time, of course. But regardless of that, Barcelona managed to win that game 2-1, and they drew 1-1 away from home. And then when Messi came back, of course, they played away at PSV. I managed to win 2-1 with Messi getting a goal and an assist. And then in the final group game for Barcelona, they drew 1-1 with Tottenham Hotspur. But at the end of the group stage, Barcelona were top of the group. And of course, we had Messi with 6 goals and 1 assist at the end of the group phase, only playing 4 games. So if we add his goal contributions, it means that Messi ended the year with 28 GA alone, which for some people would be their best ever season. But the scary thing is that Messi did not stop here. Now, I could sit down telling you how many goals this guy scored, how many assists this guy got, how he won La Liga by a landslide, but I had to open the camera right now and just emphasize how good this guy was. I think quite possibly that was Messi at his best in 2019. In terms of goal scoring, in terms of chances created, in terms of dribbling, he was the unique full package that I think football was missing and hasn't really found something like him or will ever find something like him. Van Dijk in 2019 quite possibly had his greatest season ever and one of the greatest seasons for a centre-back ever, and finished second in the Liga because of one person, and that was Messi in that season. That is a testament to how good Messi was that season. And it wasn't happening by chance. It was because Messi was motivated. He had a purpose for the season, and that was to bring the Champions League back to the Camp Nou. Barcelona were officially drawn against Olympique Lyon in the round of 16, a team that had a lot of established players like Tanguy Ndombele, Ferland Mendy, Nabil Fekir, Moussa Dembele, and of course Memphis Depay, a very strong team, and that really did show when they managed to hold Barcelona to a 0-0 draw in the first leg. But at no point of the tie did anyone think that Barcelona were on the verge of getting eliminated, and that was proven right in the second leg, where Messi scored 2 goals and got 2 assists in a 5-1 demolition of Lyon, with Messi winning another Man of the Match award in this game. And at that point, Messi was one of those players that you do not want to face going on to the Champions League final, because he was going to beat you anyways. But for some reason, Chris Smalling wanted to play Messi. Manchester United were drawn with Barcelona for the quarterfinals, and of course Chris Smalling commented on the situations. He relishes the prospect of taking on Messi in the quarterfinals, and kind of inciting that he had a plan for Messi going on in the quarterfinals.
Now I say bring it on. In this season, been lucky enough to face, like you say, Ronaldo and Mbappe, and they're all challenges that I think I definitely relish, and I think players at this club relish.
And in the first leg at Old Trafford, Barcelona managed to leave with a 1-0 win, with Lionel Messi obviously having a good performance but not a standout one. Maybe it was a testament to the plan that Chris Smalling did have, and also this happened. Of course it didn't look intentional, but if that was Chris Smalling's plan, it definitely didn't work. And one of the other standout performances that Messi had in this season, Barcelona went on to win 3-0 with Messi scoring 2 goals, and I can't even describe these goals that this guy scored. I'll just show it to you. And of course that would take us to the semi-final. Barcelona were drawn against Liverpool. Again, this is Liverpool, one of the greatest Liverpool sides ever in the 2018-19 season, only managing to finish second in the Premier League behind Manchester City by 1 point. All their forwards were firing on all cylinders, and then of course at the back they had one of the best goalkeepers in the world at the time, Alisson, and of course Virgil van Dijk at the back, and they were a very resilient team. Now this is still probably one of the best games that I watched. It was end-to-end stuff. I think there were probably like 30 goal attempts between both teams. That's how end-to-end it was. It's just that Barcelona were the ones that were clinical at the time. Suarez opened the scoring, and then Messi scored the second goal as well. But it's the third goal that people always remember from this game. The third goal, and obviously I'm going to show it to you again. One of Messi's greatest goals ever scored. This was an incredible free kick. Not even Alisson could save this one, who was having an incredible season. And even though the score was 3-0, Messi wants to finish it off. And there was a counter-attack at the end of the game where Ousmane Dembele could have finished the chance. Little did he know that this would cost them in the second leg. Now in this game, I can full on say that with what Messi was doing throughout the whole season, carrying this Barcelona team to a UEFA Champions League semi-final, he was fully let down by his teammates. A very underrated performance that is really overshadowed by the comeback and the score in that second leg. Suarez wasn't at his best. Piqué wasn't at his best. Jordi Alba, oh my goodness. Ter Stegen as well wasn't at his best, and Barcelona managed to bottle a 3-0 lead and lost 4-0 in the second leg, making it 4-3 on aggregate and leading to Barcelona crashing out in the semi-final. It was a painful day for Barcelona fans and especially for Messi, because this was probably one of the last times we'd see Messi pretty much at his peak in terms of player performance. This was, of course, Messi's real last chance at winning the Champions League once again, and it really does hurt that such an incredible season, having 51 goals and 22 assists in 50 games. That is 73 goal contributions in 50 games, and only ending in one La Liga title, seeing that they also lost in the Copa del Rey final and losing in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. And this was probably one of the last times we saw Messi fully lock in one season for one goal. Or was it?